Yo, what's poppin', and welcome to Bhroman Braapsody.
Professor, that's my line. That's my line, Professor.
I'm so sorry.
You're good.
I just wanted to steal your thunder a little bit.
Yo, what's poppin'? Welcome to Bhroman Braapsody.
That's more better. Oh, bro, welcome back. How are you, brother? It's another special bike, and I think you're gonna love it.
I am?
Yeah, I think so.
As with all of these unboxings, we do the unboxing, I fall in love with it, and I'm like,
And
Professor, is it red o'clock? And he's like, no. So what do we have here, Professor?
So what we have here is the end of January. It's 37 degrees outside, and we're still talking about motorcycling. Something is wrong with us.
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
My calendar says it's winter.
Yes.
My head says I want to go ride.
Me too.
Okay, that's what we have here.
Yeah.
And then we have deliveries in the middle of January of a Ducati Panigale V2 Corse limited special Bayliss edition. You know the V2 very well.
Yes, sir.
You know the, yeah. It's a bike that you fell in love with. I think we're gonna fall in love with this one too, just because I know that the pictures don't do it justice.
Special shout out to Chris
for
letting us do this. So as with any of these unboxing processes, we'll need a master tech.
We need a master tech.
Not just a master tech.
The Troy.
It has to be the master tech.
The master tech.
The wizard of Motorcycles of Greensboro.
The Troy.
The Troy.
The Troy.
The one and only.
Okay.
The man, the myth, the legend. He's sitting in the back.
Right.
So anyways, let's get out of his way.
We'll get out of his way.
Yeah.
Thanks, Troy.
Thank you,
it's all
Troy.
yours. Ducati launched this bike to celebrate Troy Bayliss. Primarily in 2021 is when the bike was conceived. And why 2021 is a special year for Ducati and Troy Bayliss is because that is the 20th anniversary of when Troy Bayliss won his very first world superbike title on a Ducati. But he did it in his first year of riding the Ducati. He wins that championship and he goes from wearing the number 21 plate to the number 1 plate in 2021.
Okay.
And oddly enough, his racing number was number 21. So there's a whole lot of 2021 type stuff and ones and 21s. And 21 is a very special number for Ducati as well. Because a previous Ducati rider from many years ago, and he's also now a Ducati employee, used to have the number 21.
Okay.
And he won the Italian National Championship. So the number 21 for Ducati is special because it's a number that is supposed to keep winning. Right? And here's how bad it is. Are you ready? So now we have on the Ducati MotoGP team, we have Francesco that's racing for Ducati. His number is 63. And here is how he got to the number 63. He started in Moto 3 with the number 21. Then when he went to Moto 2, the number 21 was taken. So what he did is he said, well, 21 and 21 is 42. So he raced under the number 42. Now that he's at MotoGP, he just figured that he would just add another 21. So now he's got 21, 21, and 21 is 63, and that's his number. There's something special about Ducati and Australians.
Jack Miller.
Yeah, and there was another one too. There was another Australian who won a world championship for Ducati from Australia, and his name is Stoner.
Yes!
In 2000, Casey Stoner. Yes. Bayliss had just won the British championship and was on his way to come racing here in the United States, for the racing the AMA. Ducati they received a call from Carl Fogarty at the time. Carl Fogarty was a 4-time world championship, had just gotten hurt, so he couldn't race the next race. And the next race was in Japan. Anyways, so Ducati calls Bayliss to fill in for Fogarty. They meet at a British, or actually a Scottish race track, and out of the 2 races that Bayliss enters, he doesn't complete a single lap.
Oh, wow.
So Ducati was having second thoughts about the whole thing, right? Anyways, long story short, he ends up at a race in Monza the next weekend, or the next month, or whatever it was. Troy Bayliss pulls one of the best passes ever seen in the history of motorcycle racing. Going into turn 1, he passes 4 riders all at one shot on the brakes, going from 5th place to 1st place, and then he ends up winning the race. Well, Ducati falls in love with that. They ask him to stay put and go racing World Superbike with them for the next year rather than going to come into the United States. And he is a Ducati rider from that point forward. He is also the only rider, or one of the very few riders, who started racing Ducati on a 996R. Then he raced the 998. Then he raced the 999. Then he raced MotoGP, all for Ducati.
Okay.
And then eventually finished in 2008 racing a 1098R, winning the championship. And the way, and I'll tell you, if there was somebody that ever went out on top at his retirement, Troy Bayliss is that man. Because the very last race that he raced in 2008 on the 1098R, not only did he get pole position, not only did he set the fastest lap time at that race, but he also won both races.
Oh, wow.
So talk about going out in style and on top. It's unbelievable. The difference between a V2 and this one is obviously the livery. And primarily some of the fun components of this bike are the Öhlins suspension.
So the front forks?
Yeah, NX35, I believe, or 33. NX33 forks. Fully adjustable, but manually adjustable. For racing, electronic suspension hasn't really quite, it hasn't really made it quite in the racing scene yet. Some people have tried it. It's not as liked as the manual. Also because usually for racing, you set the suspension and you ride, and you know, you don't really have to change it all the time. Where obviously the name of Bayliss and the number of production of the motorcycle is engraved in the triple clamp. And as you scan down on the tank, you'll see that the Troy Bayliss autograph is on the tank. And as you keep scanning down on the seat, you'll see again the number 21 is put in between two lines. One is green and one is red, depicting or representing the tricolore. And the rear seat cowling is standard with this motorcycle, making it look very sporty.
Very sporty, yeah. And you still have they continue the tricolore
through
all the way.
Yeah. The rear shock is again another Öhlins shock. It is a TTX 36, fully adjustable. And for the rest of the bike, it's a V2 that has gone on a diet, that has lost 3 kilos.
Oh wow.
Compared to the standard V2.
It's just stunning, as is any Panigale, right?
Yes.
Because remember, I think Panigale stands for sexy in Italian.
That's okay, yeah, okay, we've determined that, okay.
We've determined
Panigale equals sexy, okay.
Yeah.
So, you know, as I looked at pictures of this bike when Ducati was first launching it, I was like, you know, I don't know, maybe it's too racy, maybe it's too colorful, you know, because usually, you know, we see the black Panigale, we see the red Panigale, but this one was like, and then when Troy opens a box and you see this one, it's like, nah, it's not too anything. It is just perfect.
It's like just perfect.
And actually, personal opinion, I think more Panigale should have tricolore colors and and maybe number plates and so on and so forth. Did I already mention that this is the second Bayliss edition released by Ducati?
You did. Which was the first one, Professor?
I believe the first one was in 2004, if memory serves me right. Anywhere around there, somewhere. I would like to make sure that we make the statement that this motorcycle is truly Baylistic.
It's Baylistic? Baylistic, sure. Is it still a V2 at its heart?
It is an absolute super quadro V2.
Okay.
955 cc's with 155 horses. Horses. I mean, it's a V2 with a special livery, special components on the suspension, a little bit of a diet, and some special grips.
I see that they've continued with the tradition of the grips that we've seen on the V4 SP.
Yes.
Even the Super Leggera had a similar sort of grips.
Yep.
But yeah, man, this is a beautiful, gorgeous bike. Congratulations, Chris. And again, thank you so much for letting us do this with your bike. Never a dull moment when I'm here at Motorcycles of Greensboro.
Right.
When the professor's around, the professor is just a fountain of knowledge, you guys. He's like a fountain of knowledge. And Professor, I hear that there's some awesome news about Motorcycles of Greensboro. Well, what is it? Come on, tell us.
Well, Bro, when we try to describe Motorcycles of Greensboro, I always like to refer to Motorcycles of Greensboro as a motorcycle enthusiast center where friends meet, tell their stories, no pushy salespeople, knowledgeable staff. Still very much is our DNA. It's who we are. It's who we want to be. Now, what's absolutely awesome is to see that all through the years of being involved in the motorcycle world, you know, you always hear of the fact that you should always, first and foremost, enjoy what you're doing, have fun, be nice to people, treat people fairly, and then you'll get rewarded.
Yes, sir.
Right? But you shouldn't strive for the reward. The reward should be
a byproduct of
should be the byproduct of who you are, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, we received that reward.
Yeah.
We received that reward from Ducati. We received the reward for being the most improved dealer in the region.
Oh, wow.
Little old Greensboro, bro.
Greensboro, congratulations, Professor.
It was amazing because, you know, you never really want to believe the fact that you just do the right thing and things will come your way and good things will come your way, and it happened.
I don't think there's any person who's better suited for this award than you and all the amazing folks here at Motorcycles of Greensboro. It's a great experience being here, and thank you for letting me be part of this amazing journey of yours.
I want to thank you for the opportunity of being part of what you do, for giving us the opportunity, well, first and foremost, for being our friend.
Yes, sir.
But then having us be part of what you do, and being able to share with, in a grander scheme through this media, to be able to share who we are and what we do and our passion for motorcycling in the way that you've allowed us to do that. Because I think that without you, we probably wouldn't be here, well, not where we're at today. So thank you.
Thank you, Professor. That's really sweet. That's amazing. Thank you so much. I wouldn't be able to do what I do without you guys either. I still remember the first day I came here to Motorcycles of Greensboro to talk to the professor about, hey, Professor. No, he wasn't the professor back then. He was
he wasn't the professor yet.
He was Gennaro. And I came to do my pitch like, hey, I do these videos. Would you like to collaborate with me, or can we do this? He stopped me mid-pitch and he's like, let's do it. He didn't watch my videos, nothing. I'm like, you want to watch my videos? He's like, nah, do it.
It felt good at the moment. It feels awesome now.
The professor had once said, one hand washes the other.
One hand washes the other, that's for sure.
That's for sure.
You know, the reward is actually all of our friends who have helped us achieve it. For sure.
It's you guys, the viewers, the customers, the friends of this dealership, the supporters of my channel, people who've seen videos and called you. I think all of this is made possible because of you guys.
Speaking of which, yo, subscribe, hit the button. You gotta do it.
I like it. Yeah, hit the button.
Right? Hit the button.
Don't forget, mention in our comment section below, is there a particular Ducati that you would like us to review and cover in our videos? Let us know.
You gotta ride fast and take chances.
Yes. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.